All right, guys. Uh, we have the nightmare scenario concerning Adam PacMan Jones. I was in church last night and I got a message from DC Fanatic of DCFanatic.com. And he told me something was going on. And I got some messages, from people, some text messages from people. And they were telling me, something was going on with the PacMan situation. And I get home and I read through it. And apparently, from what I read, it was a party for Ludacris at a hotel, and PacMan Jones got into an argument with one of the Jones provided security staff that was provided by Jerry Jones. So he got in a fight with one of the security guys, and police were called and things of that sort. So if you look on ESPN, St. Jimmy has a great article at my site, the DallasCowboysShow.com. So go over there and read it, because he cites some articles from like Matt Mosley and over at ESPN. He made it sound like it's horrible. And then Mickey Spagnola, who's also known as like the Scott McClellan of the Dallas Cowboys, that totally spins the whole information the other way. So there's no charges. It's totally overblown and stuff like that. But that's not my problem. My problem isn't the story and to find out what actually happened, who was in trouble. And guess what? Roger Goodell was in town on Wednesday. He was there when it happened. Yesterday, the day after it happened. So he was in town to do his little investigation. So PacMan will probably be going to New York again to speak to him. And we may have a suspension coming down or whatever. So like I said, my problem is not in what actually happened. My problem is, why was he there? If you guys remember, a couple of weeks ago, Jerry Jones put out a statement saying that he thinks PacMan is being a little too visible, that he wants to reel him in a little bit, that he was out at a Hooters, and I was like, wow, you can't go to a Hooters? I was like, I understand strip club, but not Hooters. But then you think about it, and you got the opportunities you have, and you have reputations, not only your reputation, the reputation for the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones on the line, then you take measures like that to make sure everything's okay. I mean, you're making a lot of money. You can have anything you want, almost. Then I think it's easy to just not do that. So my problem is, why was PacMan Jones at a Ludacris party? A hip-hop party. They have police coming to it every time, all the time. Police know, when there's a hip-hop party, because they've got to show up at least once for some reason. Why would PacMan Jones be allowed to go to Ludacris' party? So that's where the onus is. The onus, if it's PacMan, I don't understand it. And maybe because I'm not a club guy, I'm not a guy that had to go out all the time. I had my parties in the house. I had a good time. I had a better time than y'all did out there in them parties, because all you did was waste money. So I've never been that type of person. So I don't really get the person that got to go out and got to, the girls can come to the house. You can drink in your house. You can do anything you can do out in that club in your house. So I don't get that. Jerry Jones, if you're going to reel him in last week, why would you allow him to go to a situation like that? Because here's the thing. PacMan don't have to be involved in anything. If PacMan can be way over in the corner and something happened in the same room that he's in, then the police, everybody go, oh, PacMan Jones was here. And as soon as they do that, ESPN scooped it up. National News scooped it up. Roger Goodell is on the phone. It's blown up. So why would you allow him to go to a Ludacris party? That's the only blaring red sign here. That's the only blaring problem here that I have with the whole situation. I don't care who's got the right story. Of course, ESPN going to spin it one direction, and Mickey Spagnola is going to spin it the other. We all know that. But the fact is, why was he there? All I got to say is, if he's not playing Sunday, play Kurt Warner, because we about to get lit up. with no with sports hernia to T-New and this. Nightmare scenario 1 has been reached.